We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the Sugar. And it's the King, Amir King Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the...
Expectations are... Here we go for round 1. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Swing and a miss with that jab. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
And nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straights continue to score. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of...
Here we go for round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Missing with the left hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Solid punch. Hold that thought. Robinson goes to the canvas. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Let's see how the... On to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Nice counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? We wanted action, and they are delivering. These two fighters are made for one another. Counter punching. Straight right just misses. A perfect counter lands. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can't score with that hook again. That uppercut doesn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Relax. Now, come on. You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight.
Change too much, keep doing what you're doing, the gaps will appear.
Get back together and get back out there and win the round. You've been coasted for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident.
Stay focused now.
Don't let it... First minute, stick him in the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace.
Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
His stamina is off the charts. Need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice counter. Couldn't land that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
That round was a bad round, but we don't... Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Good work out there. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
There's the bell to start round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A straight right just misses. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice defense on that hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. There's a counter shot. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good.
Take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up.
There's the bell for round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why?
Oh my God, Johnny! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
The straight right just misses. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Jab slightly off target. Beautiful counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I like it. I'm happy. Good man.
Out there to win the round. Need to go back out there. Good work.
Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
You're boxing. Be smart. Get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right? It's only one round of these. Don't worry about it.
There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Amir Khan has rocked. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
Final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You stay focused.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Get up, Sugar Ray.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Another win, another unanimous.
Tell him something, Joe. JoJo the Tire Man. Tell him something, Joe.
Do your business.
Got any excuses tonight, Roy?
back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better.
Let's go.
this fight, get your mind back on the job.
Let's do it.
Come on, you're letting it back in now. Stick to the game plan. Get your boxing back together. Don't try and blow his head up. Come on. Game plan.
Time out.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Let's fight. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Can you continue?
Undisputed.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that
Huh.
round. That's his round. You've been coasting for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher.
Let's do it.
What are you doing? Come on, get your head fixed up. Don't be smart.
Are you all right?
Hmm.
Are you okay?
That's looking bad. It's looking bad. Hello? How may I help you?
Bravo, you gotta pick that back up. You need to pick it back up. He's winning this round. Listen, you switched up. What do you do? You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible round, that was. Come on. You let him back.
And box.
Counter his mistakes, make him miss, make him pay. Ride it out.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your glove. And time.
On, you're better than that. I need to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that jab back.
Do your business.
Okay.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight?
Okay, focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Calm yourself down.
Let's fight.
Man, get out of here.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And you continue.
Get him up out of there. Send him home.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you all right?
He almost didn't make that. I hope it ain't no time left. Yo,
I'm Todd Grisham, and
about to
welcome
get
inside
busy
the
over
Lighthouse
here.
Theater, and what a night it's going to be. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our Tale of the Tape.
Yo,
The
what's
Magic
good?
Man, Antonio
Shout out to
Tarver.
everybody
He is a
joining the
southpaw,
chat.
Stands at 6'2" tall, and he's got a reach of 75 inches. And up against
Jake
him,
LaMotta.
it's Jake LaMotta. 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 170.
I'll always go for reach.
Let's see.
Antonio Tarver. Here comes the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. Constant stalking, brawling, and inside fighting. You're going to have to go through hell to beat it.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official
Come on, man.
We turn it over
Let's get
to
this
the
thing
Foxy,
started.
Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, hailing from Florida, here is the
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the
Let's
hype
go.
continues. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. There's a counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind.
Yo. Nah, Let me get that out. I'm giving the workout.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making of excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Nice counter shot.
Uh-oh, found the weak spot.
Point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Can't score with that jab. That punch is beginning to take its toll. It's bombs away. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
Giving that workout. How that job missed.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Tarver in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter lands. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Let's go with that right uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that hump.
Make me pay.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you've got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Tarver in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
That's right.
Leave it up.
Let's get it started in round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab won't score. Exchange punches. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Didn't land that jab. Good counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. That time counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The bravery being shown here is just incredible. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they...
Old school boxing lesson.
They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice exchange here from both men. Well done with that counter shot. Both trying for a knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Got him.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
Put back.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your bro.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he don't...
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talking about LaMotta in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he... On to the 5th we go. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Just avoids a left uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Tarver in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. Let's start the 6th. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The great equalizer in boxing. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods. Took him out.
They got to fix that glitch. 2, 3, 4. Just stay down. 6. Just stay down.
7. Are you okay?
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom, different tactics.
That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Even I've got to see that again.
You said thank you. Man.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is
That's
simply
the water.
saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again, all over again.
Yeah. We're gonna see how this go.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these
We're
two
gonna see how
fighters.
this
Should be a
go.
really good matchup. I'm Todd Grish. This is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And here is the destroyer, Conor Benn, one of the most exciting and electrifying fighters in the world today.
We gonna see.
Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won.
Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Essex, England, the Continental welterweight champion, Conor, the Destroyer, Ben. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Don't mind me, I'm sick, y'all.
It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Oh.
This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
The reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little touch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
How about that time counter shot? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. When are we going to see a jab from these 2? Just misses with that jab. A straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Ben in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Well done with that counter shot. He threw the hook, didn't land. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And Sugar is in trouble! They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Say it ain't so. Down goes Sugar Ray. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that again. One, two, three, four, five.
Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Get your mind back.
And there's the bell for round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. That counter shot lands. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter. Looking to land the hook. Punch, counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this could be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That punch scores. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Come on, you let him back into the fight.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Blocks the left uppercut. The straight right just misses. For that receipt, it's always coming. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about this round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges...
And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. And he fails to score with that left hook. Nope, that jab not going to score. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's got to waste time. Get stuck behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to losing around.
We've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. Let's start the 6th. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation is how you are going to deal with this.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Catch and shoot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at... Hold it right there! Sugar Ray Leonard dazed! And right back into the fray.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right.
There's the bell to start round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he scores with the counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. Holding nothing back here in the round. He misses with that straight left. That uppercut misses. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Leonard in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Just stay focused.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Carrying away the right hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He just misses with that jab. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.